No more Princess Cavalcade in Epcot. You have to scan your finger to get in the parks again. A tasty looking pair of Crocs. Tiana wears pants now? Don't worry, your questions will be answered because we are covering all the latest news from the Disney parks right now on DFP Guide. It's Saturday, everybody. Here we go. Hey everyone, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Characters are moving around in Disney World. We finally have some more news about Splash Mountain's Retheme, and you'll be able to get Beverly and Epcot again soon. Plus, Disney Cruise Line has some updated vaccine policies. We've got some news that you will for sure want to know before your next vacation. Let's dive in. Finger scanners have returned to Disney World. Yep, those biometric finger scanners are back at the front entrance of Disney's Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. Your fingerprint will link to your park ticket or pass to help keep your ticket more secure. Now, this system was originally removed from the parks in order to reduce physical contact between guests, since it's a high-density touch point. From what we could see, cast members were not sanitizing the finger scanners between guests, but there were hand sanitizer stations available right after entry into the park. According to a cast member, the scanners will slowly return to all of the parks one at a time. And the Splash Mountain retheming was announced last year, but this week we got some major updates from Disney, though still no time frame for when the work will begin just yet. New concept art revealed that Tiana and Naveen will be leading guests through the bayou on a boat, and she's wearing pants, which is a pretty big deal for a lady in the 1920s New Orleans. The story takes place right after the last kiss in The Princess and the Frog with a Mardi Gras party finale. And the story in the ride is all about connecting who Tiana was in the movie to who she will be in the future. Nice reminder that she's got a Disney Plus show in the works. Next on the list, Disney has recently implemented a new merchandise policy that limits the number of souvenirs you can purchase. Disney started introducing a 2 per item limit on certain merchandise, most recently the new Halloween merch, but now that limit's being extended to other merchandise. Over at Star Traders in Magic Kingdom, we spotted signs indicating that there was a 2 per item per guest limit on purchases for items all throughout the store. It seems this new rule is going into effect all across Disney World. We spoke to several cast members who noted that this new limit is likely due to limited merchandise supply. Now, Epcot's Princess Promenade has been canceled. The cavalcade at Epcot with all the princesses has been suspended, but that doesn't mean you won't see the princesses. The princesses have started having socially distanced meet and greets throughout the day. We've seen Aurora and Belle between France and Morocco, Snow White at her wishing well in Germany, Mulan is in the China Garden, Jasmine on the stage in Morocco, and of course Anna and Elsa in Norway. Next piece of news, as you know, starting October 1st, Disney Resort guests will be able to get into the parks 30 minutes before scheduled opening, allowing resort guests to hop on rides before the rest of the crowds. Now, this will happen daily at all 4 parks and will include attractions like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, Frozen Ever After, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Millennium Falcon, Smuggler's Run, and Avatar Flight of Passage. That's right, Disney just announced the rides that are going to be available. So if you're staying on property during your vacation, be sure to get to the parks early to take advantage of this perk. Disney has also released a lineup of rides available during the extended evening hours hotel perk. This is only available to guests staying at Disney's Deluxe or Deluxe Villa hotels. These evening hours have been announced for dates into November, and Epcot has extended hours on Mondays and Magic Kingdom has them on Wednesdays. Head to DisneyFoodblog.com to see the full list of attractions that will open early for resort guests and stay open late for those deluxe resort guests. And the Ferrytale dessert cruise is returning to Magic Kingdom. This special dessert cruise offers signature treats and drinks for you to enjoy while watching fireworks from a unique location, the Seven Seas Lagoon. This experience has been unavailable since the shutdown, but starting September 18th, guests can book spots on the cruise again. It takes place on select nights and costs $99 for adults and $69 for kids ages 3 to 9 years old. Now we've got a small change to Rise of the Resistance boarding groups. The newest ride at Disney World has been the hardest to get on since it opened back in 2019, and Disney's now made a small change to the boarding group process. Previously, guests attempting to secure a boarding group were met with a Create Your Party screen after trying to join a group. Here, you would choose who you wanted to get a boarding group for and who you didn't. Now, guests will click Join Virtual Queue like normal and then be met with a new Review Details screen. Disney will auto-select your party for you, and you'll have the option to change it if you need to. To do that, make sure to click on the Change Party button. Once your group is secured, you can double-check your party to make sure everything is in order. If you encounter any problems, try checking with guest relations and they may be able to help. We'll test this out soon and let you know how it goes, but FYI, clicking on that Change Party button could take valuable seconds that you don't have to spare to get a Rise of the Resistance boarding group, so our recommendation is always just go with the party Disney selects for you. Animal Kingdom Lodge has reopened. Yep, Disney's AKL and the Disney Vacation Club villas at Jambo House are open again. The DVC villas at Kidani Village have been open for a while, but now the non-DVC rooms and Jambo House are also open. The Sanaa Lounge is also open, and so is the Magi Pool Bar, Uzima Springs Pool Bar, and the Mara. Chico and Cape Town Lounge and Wine Bar are still closed. And now you can stop by the Victoria Falls Lounge to snag some items from fan favorite Boma, which is also reopened. We got a full review of the newly reopened Boma, the first buffet to return to Disney World, over at DisneyFoodBlog.com. Now, what's going on with All-Star Music reopening? At the moment, Disney World's website still indicates that Disney's All-Star Music Resort is set to reopen on September 16th, 2021. But recently, something strange happened to our upcoming reservation at this spot. A member of our DFB team had a reservation at Disney's All-Star Music Resort for September 16th through September 17th. But when they checked on the status of their reservation on August 25th, that reservation had entirely disappeared from their account. Our DFB team member was able to speak with Disney, and they confirmed that their reservation at All-Star Music is still active in Disney's system, and the cast member they spoke to said that the reservation appears to have disappeared from My Disney Experience due to a technical glitch. Disney's not yet announced that the opening of All-Star Music will be delayed or otherwise impacted. If your reservation at this resort has been canceled or impacted, be sure to reach out to Disney for more information. We'll continue to keep an eye out for more updates on this situation, and we'll let you know what we find. All right, we got a sneak peek at the new Club Cool coming to Epcot. Imagineer Zach Ridley shared a big update on his Instagram. According to Ridley, Club Cool tells the uniquely Epcot story about flavors of the world connecting people globally, where guests can taste test popular Coca-Cola flavors from different countries, including the beloved Beverly, which will have a spot on the soda fountain upon reopening. Club Cool is set to open this summer, and we will keep you updated on any more news. More updates from Epcot. A new Tiana-themed playground has opened over there. In honor of World Princess Week, the new Tiana-themed playground has debuted at Epcot. The playground itself is the same as before, but is now more bright and colorful and themed perfectly for Princess Tiana and her home-style cooking. Even the planters are giant cooking pots. Now over in Disneyland, Big Thunder Mountain will soon close for refurbishment starting September 7th. The Disneyland website says it will reopen sometime this fall, but no specific date is mentioned. The calendar shows the ride being closed until October 4th. But that's as far as the calendar goes, so it could be closed for longer. We're going to keep you updated on that. And the Dapper Dan's Barbershop Quartet is returning to Disneyland starting September 3rd. According to the Orange County Register, the Dapper Dans held their first rehearsal on Tuesday, August 24th after being apart for more than a year. They are preparing songs, jokes, and dance numbers for the Halloween season in Disneyland. Speaking of the Halloween season in Disneyland, they announced this week they are bringing 3 all-new villains to this year's Oogie Boogie Bash in Disneyland. Those 3 villains are Sid from Toy Story, or maybe his Scary Creations, Cruella from the latest Disney live-action remake, and Agatha from WandaVision. We will be checking out Oogie Boogie Bash when it begins later this fall, so be sure to check back with us for all the spooky details. Oogie Boogie Bash is sold out as of now, but more tickets may be released at a later date, so stay tuned to DisneyFoodBlog.com if you're hoping to snag some. And union leaders and Disney World have reached an agreement on vaccines for Disney cast members who are union members. Disney's made the decision to require all Service Trades Council union represented employees to show proof of vaccination by October 22nd, 2021. In the agreement, Disney also said they will make efforts to reasonably accommodate employees with a medical or religious accommodation. Cast members who do not comply with the vaccine requirement and do not request a legitimate accommodation will be separated from the company with a yes rehire status. And Disney Cruise Line is now going to require COVID-19 vaccination. Last week, we saw that the Prime Minister of the Bahamas signed an order requiring all cruise lines to submit the vaccination statuses of all guests on board and required all travelers 12 and up to be fully vaccinated. Disney Cruise Line has now updated their policy to account for this new order. According to Disney Cruise Line's updated policy, all guests ages 12 and older on upcoming sailings to the Bahamas must be fully vaccinated in order to board the ship. Approved vaccines include Pfizer, Moderna, AstraZeneca, and Johnson & Johnson. Those under the age of 12 will still need to take a lab-based COVID-19 PCR between 5 days and 24 hours prior to the sail date, and they'll need to upload proof of that negative COVID PCR test to the appropriate website before the cruise begins. If a guest does not comply with these rules, they will not be allowed on the ship. Disney Cruise Line has also started updating itineraries for sailings to the Bahamas. For the time being, the Disney Dream will only be stopping at Disney's private island in the Bahamas, Castaway Cay. The ship will not be making any stops in Nassau until further notice. For guests on a 3-night cruise to the Bahamas, the ship will stop at Castaway Cay once. Guests on a 4-night cruise to the Bahamas will make 2 stops at Disney's private island. It is unclear when cruises will go back to normal sailing schedules. We'll keep you posted. In restaurant and snack news, menu has been announced for La Creperie de Paris. We now know what we'll be able to eat at this new restaurant coming to the France Pavilion in Epcot. La Creperie will feature both quick service and table service options. All items are made from scratch and to order, and the menu is inspired by the Brittany region of France. There will be savory galettes to choose from like ham, egg, and Swiss cheese, as well as sweet dessert crepes like house-made hazelnut chocolate spread with whipped cream. Also, you will not need a reservation to eat here. For now, reservations will not be needed and table service will be first come, first served. Head to DisneyFoodblog.com to see that full menu along with a few pictures as well. Tokyo Dining has reopened in the Japan Pavilion at Epcot. This table service restaurant temporarily reopened in November of 2020 with a bunch of menu changes, and then it reopened again for a few days in December. According to the calendar on the Disney World website, it seems the restaurant is reopening for real this time. On August 27th, Tokyo Dining will be open from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Starting on September 2nd, the restaurant will close an hour later at 9 p.m. Note that Tokyo Dining is closed on Tuesdays and Wednesdays each week, and they will only accept walk-ins for the time being. Now over in Magic Kingdom, you can now make reservations again for the Diamond Horseshoe. Starting September 12th, the restaurant will be open, but with some major menu changes. What used to be Western-inspired eats is now going to be almost identical to the food next door at Liberty Tree Tavern. They've done this before. The 2 restaurants do share a kitchen. The new Saloon Feast includes roasted turkey breast, oven-roasted pork with mashed potatoes, herb stuffing, pot roast, seasonal vegetables, and house-made macaroni and cheese. There's also a tossed salad as a starter and the Oogie Gooey toffee cake for dessert. A plant-based Impossible meatloaf is available upon request. So if you can't get a reservation over at Liberty Tree, make one for Diamond Horseshoe, get all the same food. We've got some limited time treats for the Princess Celebration in Walt Disney World. Keep in mind these treats are only available until tomorrow. The Belle Cheesecake is a lemon cheesecake with lemon curd and a vanilla tart shell. You can find this over at Le Petit Café at the Riviera Resort. It's $6.99. We thought it was kind of a small portion for the price, especially considering that it's hollow. Also, it didn't really need the fondant dress portion on top, but it sure did look beautiful, and overall the treat was very, very good. The Snow White Cupcake is a vanilla cupcake with spiced caramel apple filling topped with caramel buttercream, red chocolate fondant, and a red bow made of white and milk chocolate. We thought this cupcake was delicious. The cake itself was super moist, but the best part was actually the apple filling inside. We only wish there was a little more icing on top. We found the Snow White Cupcake at the Artist Palette at Disney's Saratoga Springs Resort and Spa for $5.99. Over at Creature Comforts, you can get the Pocahontas Mousse for $5.99. The Pocahontas dessert is a pineapple banana cake with cream cheese coconut mousse, turquoise glaçage, colored sprinkles, a chocolate gem, a chocolate feather, and a sugar flower. If you love fruity flavors and especially coconut, this is a must-try for you. It's also a great dessert if you like cheesecake, as the mousse reminded us of cheesecake filling with a creamy, smooth texture. The Moana Cupcake is a vanilla cake with coconut mousse filled with vanilla buttercream and topped with white chocolate details. You can find this one over at the Polynesian Village Resort, either at Captain Cook's or Kona Island for $5.99. We wish there was a little more exciting filling inside rather than just more of that vanilla flavor, but overall this is still a great option for fans of coconut, vanilla, and Instagram-worthy desserts. And Frozen fans, the Sisters Cupcake is a strawberry cupcake with strawberry filling and strawberry buttercream topped with a white chocolate crown. The frosting is light blue with snowflake sprinkles on one side and purple with colorful sprinkles on the other side to represent both Anna and Elsa. This cupcake will run you $5.99 and is located at Sunshine Seasons in Epcot. And the last of the princess treats is the Merida Cupcake. This one's made with chocolate cake filled with caramel and topped with green and orange vanilla flavored buttercream, gold crisp pearls, and a chocolate arrow. Again, these princess themed desserts were super limited time snacks just for Princess Week, so grab them while you can. While the chocolate and caramel combo was simple, the cupcake was totally satisfying with its rich and sweet flavors. This one is over at Hollywood Studios at the Trolley Car Cafe for $5.49. All right, milkshake lovers out there, Boardwalk Ice Cream just added milkshakes to their menu. Boardwalk Ice Cream, what used to be Ample Hills, is the newest ice cream shop to open in Disney World. It's a great spot to get ice cream and sundaes to go if you're at Yacht and Beach Club or the Boardwalk. Flavors include Vacation Vanilla, Strawberry Riptide, Coastal Chocolate, Cookies and Cream and Currants, Plant-Based Vanilla Cyclone, and Plant-Based Chocolate Cyclone. These are $5.49 each. These shakes are pretty big, so we think it's a good portion for the price you pay. And with the plant-based flavors, this is a great spot for everyone. And there's a new Slushy at Flame Tree Barbecue in Animal Kingdom, and it's a little confusing. It's $8.49. It's called the Tropical Breeze Slushy, and it's frozen mango and raspberry, but you would never guess mango just by looking at it. On the mobile order page, the Slushy looks more of that traditional yellow mango color, but in person it was very green. And in our experience, the drink had more of a green apple flavor instead of mango, but still tasty and refreshing. Now, it could just be that the blue raspberry and the yellow mango mixed together became green and sort of had a different flavor altogether. So it could just be the one we got was a little weird, but be warned, this drink will turn your tongue a blue-green color for sure. Now, a popular event is returning to Disney Springs. September 3rd to the 6th, the Great Irish Hoolie is returning to Raglan Road. What's an Irish Hoolie? Basically a big party with lots of entertainment and food. During the weekend, guests will get to hear plenty of Irish bands and see performances from the Raglan Road Irish dancers. They're going to have special cocktails and food items made just for the festival, but they will still have the regular menu available as well. And Disneyland proves it is still the king of beignets. They are only bringing more accolades upon themselves with this latest flavor. The new s'mores glazed beignets are chocolate glazed beignets with a honey graham cracker crust and a marshmallow dipping sauce. You can grab a pack of 4 for $13.99 at Jazz Kitchen Express in downtown Disney. Nope, these are not Mickey-shaped beignets, and these are over at a third-party restaurant, but they're still really good beignets. In merchandise news, the Stoney Clover Princess collection can now be found throughout the Disney parks. This collection features a heart pouch, fanny pack, backpack, mini backpack, and duffel bag. Now, all these bags have the same princess print, and prices range from $138 to $298. This is another collection that will sell out quickly, so if you really want one, you'd better get it soon. And last week, we saw the Popcorn Lounge fly bag, and now we have shoes to match. Yep, Disney just released Crocs with the same popcorn pattern on the top of the shoes with Mickey silhouettes on the bottom. These shoes are inspired by those classic red and white striped popcorn boxes and will run you $64.99. We found them at Star Traders gift shop in Magic Kingdom, but we expect to find them all over Disney World soon if they stay in stock. We also spotted the new Stitch Crash's Sleeping Beauty collection in Magic Kingdom. We found the plush and the Magic Band, but we didn't see the pin yet. Disney has said it will be released at a later date. Both the plush and the Magic Band look like the fairies were arguing about making them pink or blue, and then added some Sleeping Beauty inspired designs throughout the pattern. The plush is selling for $29.99 and the Magic Band is $39.99. The latest Spirit jersey to hit the shelves is a DVC member exclusive. This Halloween candy corn inspired Spirit jersey says Happy Halloween on the front with a Mickey pumpkin that's also the DVC logo and lets everyone know who you are on the back. It's on shelves for $74.99. We only saw it at Riviera and Old Key West, but predict it'll pop up at other resorts soon. And there's new Mickey ears that are very subtle but perfect for Star Wars fans, with one side for the Empire and one side for the Rebellion, and the iconic intro on the side. These are great for showing off your Star Wars side. You can get these Star Wars Mickey ears at Star Traders, in Tomorrowland, in Disneyland for $29.99. So there's the news for today, August 28th. Oh my goodness, you guys, it's almost September. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you want to know what's going on every day in Disney World, click on that link in our description and join our newsletter. We send out every single piece of news and information we write about for you, and we keep you very, very much up to date. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.